new area unlocked. But this is why I don't come outside. There's an airplane almost 24/7 over here. Them commercial airplanes be talking about whoever's performing in Club Live and all this kind of stuff. Like, anyway, I just wanted to show off a new location that I might be going live on, depending on if my child will allow that or not. I actually like this area. Like, I like this because it's like when my mom is home, I could just leave her with the kid and I come out and do this on my own. And I was actually planning on having her come out here with me so we can blow some bubbles. But she decided to play with my mom instead. So I was gonna blow some bubbles. I really like bubbles. I like blowing bubbles. I think it's so fun. I'm a big ass kid. That's why I'm not worried to have it like for having a kid, because I'm like, we're just gonna live twice. Like, you're gonna live through me. I'm not trying to live through my child. I know what that feels like, and I'm not doing that to my child. I didn't want to film out here because of my garbage cans. I feel like, ew, you know what I mean? But they're not stinking, there's no food in them or anything like that, so it should be okay. I have to wash my hair. I might do that today. I wanted to say something, but I didn't know how to say it. It's basically based off my last live about how I'm usually the outcast or ostracized or the black sheep, whatever you want to call it, of the family. I think it's because, like I said in my previous videos, I'm from New York, and everyone here grew up together. Everyone from Florida grew up together. So they've always looked at me like I felt like I was better than them because I'm from New York or whatever. And I don't know why everyone feels like people from New York feel like they're better than them. I don't think that I'm better than y'all. I just think that our focuses are different. Like, I think that levels in school, like not levels in school, but like schooling systems are, hey y'all, thanks for joining my live. Please like the live. But I do feel like in school, which doesn't really matter, truthfully, but like social skills in New York will teach you like how not to get jacked, and in Florida it teaches you how to like manipulate. I'm so sorry to say this, but it's very different because it's like almost kind of like you have to, I feel like in Florida you have to depend on somebody, and in New York you kind of have to learn how to navigate. Do you know what I mean? Like, know how to watch your back from the sides, front, back, with a smile on your face so you don't seem hostile. Because as soon as you seem hostile, anyway, I think it's everything is different from people from Florida and people from New York. I don't think that anyone's better than anyone. I just think that we are different. But I'm not saying I'm better than you. That's something weird, and I feel like it's kind of unfair for you to think that you think I'm better than you just because I'm from somewhere else. And so now people are like choosing to keep me outside the loop or whatever the case may be, which honestly is fine. But I hate when people, like other people, make it seem like I'm the one who don't make an effort. You know what I mean? I spent a long time trying to make an effort. There was a time where, being that, yeah, we had to move from New York to Florida because we got our, there's, I don't know if I said it before. If I didn't, I'm not saying it now because that's not the point. But we basically had to restart. So we came to Florida. My mom has a million sisters. One of them let us move in for a while, and then the next one let us move in. And then we were able to get back on our 2 feet to where we are now. And bookmark. So I say that to say that I, okay, being that my background was, oh, we were poor, we, you know, basically the poorest ones in the whole family or whatever the case may be, I had to have Android phones, which was okay. Like, I get it. I had to have the phones that nobody else had. I had to have, you know, and everyone else had the Blackberries, the iPhones, and everything like that, and I had to start from Metro PCS and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, those are not like horrible brands, but I had to start literally from the beginning while everyone started from their parents, which was cool. Don't get me wrong. So everyone else thinks that they're better than me, who thinks that I'm better than them, which is probably the dynamic. You know what I mean? No one's gonna talk about it because that's problematic. People are non-confrontational. If you talk about these things, it puts you in a problematic space. So no one, so that's why people like ostracize me. They're like, oh, you know, you're gonna start thinking of the small things or whatever the case may be. I feel like addressing it is just addressing it. You can always move past it, but choosing not to address it makes me feel like, you know, or it makes the situation like, okay, like it just has to stay surface, and which is fine to me. Like, but don't make it seem like, anyway, what I'm trying to say is the adults, they'll come to me and make it seem like I'm the one who don't interact with the kids because the kids don't interact with me, or the people my age don't interact with me. So everyone makes it seem like it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. So when I don't want to go, like people be inviting me, hey y'all, sorry I'm not answering. But when people invite me and I choose not to go, it's because when I did try, and I tried my hardest, like I said, how everyone had iPhones and I had like the digital phones. Like when I say digital, like Nokias and stuff like that, like everyone had like a screen, and I was like the press 3, you know, 5 for L, like you had to press 5 3 times or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Anyway, so everyone was in group chats, and I was the one who was never in a group chat, and I made sure I got an iPhone like a while ago, and I literally upgraded because I was gonna stay stubborn, and I chose Windows everything. When I finally got my shit together, it was Windows, Windows, Windows. I had the tablet, the phone, the computer, like Windows. And I was like, let me an effort. I ended up getting iPhone, this, Mac, Air Pro, whatever the case may be, so that I could be a part of the group chat. Because when I was part of the group chat, when they did try, it would send like multiple messages. So I felt like, okay, that was a real legit reason for me not to be a part of the group chat. But when I did get an iPhone, they didn't invite me back either. And they tried to make it seem like that was the case, or that was the reason. And it's like, okay, I don't know, but it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna hold a grudge over not being included. I just want people to understand that they wasn't trying to include me. And when I did get my stuff together, or like I was always the joke, you know what I mean? So, which was fine. Like I said, I don't really care, but it's okay. And well, I wanted to say it kind of did put me in a corner in my mind to where every time I was happy, I didn't want someone to think that I was being sneaky or, you know, weaponizing. I don't know. I just felt like, or like hurting somebody. Like I didn't want people to think that I was hurting somebody being happy. You know what I mean? Like I felt like people felt like whenever I'm happy, it was because I was vindicating myself or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why you see me happy a lot, because people tried to use my happiness against me. They're like, oh, there's nothing to be happy about. There was a point in time where people were like, oh, there's no reason to be happy. Why are you happy? Why are you happy? I'm happy because I keep pulling myself up and doing well. I pull myself up and I work hard at myself. And people see that as tearing other people down all the time. And I think that, well, I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people look at me differently, and they look at me like, you know what I mean? You feel me? Thank you. So, yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to say, because I talked about it briefly in my last video, but I didn't really get into the dynamics like I did now. So people literally in my they see me as, well, first of all, when people did include me, they would include me to hear what I had to say, to tell me that I'm not everybody, but some people would tell me that I'm wrong when I was right, you know what I mean? So that it could kind of shoot me down, so that they could take my clever responses and try to use it elsewhere and try to piece their story together and leave me kind of in the dark. Like, it left me in the corner of my mind feeling like I was hurting someone. Like, am I hurting someone? Am I okay? Am I doing this? Am I, like, I'm always questioning myself. Like I said, I have no one to talk to, so I'm always going, like, internal conflicts are going crazy. I'm a Taurus. Internal conflicts are going crazy in my mind. Hey y'all. I'm just venting, so please don't take it the hard way. I'm sorry. I'm venting about, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I hate when I do that, but okay. I'm a vent. This is a follow-up for my last live. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say too much. It's a follow-up for my last live. I was just on here, so, and I felt like there was a lot of things that I left out, but I'm a Taurus and I am an only child, so a lot of the responsibilities are on me, but nobody likes to acknowledge that. They want me to feel like I'm actually up to no good, or like, you know, just being the black sheep of the family kind of makes me feel pushed back, or whatever the case may be. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to add that. So whenever you see me like hesitant, it's because I do have to make sure that I'm not hurting anybody. But a lot of people, like I said, will weaponize my happiness anyway. So when I do feel happy, I'm happy for me. People definitely compete. Like I said, when I give my ideas, they'll try